right, Chuck, what movie are we watching now?
All right, this one's going to be The World Is Not Enough.
But it could be.
It could be.
Did the helicopter already explode?
It's already.
That was it. It already blew up.
Helicopter already blew up.
As soon as the scene starts. Oh yeah, that's right. He chops the car in half with the
What?
with the blades they use for trimming
Oh,
trees.
the tree trimmer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man.
Oh.
Crazy thing is people actually do that.
Yeah.
That's a
An actual job.
yeah. It does well for cutting wood tree branches, but cutting right through buildings is pretty impressive.
And cars.
Yeah. Yeah, right through the engine block and.
One of the interesting things about this is he's dragging that external load through a car and through a building and through all this other stuff. Never once is he worried about that saw blade getting hooked on something.
Pulling him down to the ground.
Knocking him right out of the air. Because dynamic rollover at 100 feet would not be very good.
You may be asking yourself, what is dynamic rollover?
You
Mike,
possibly could be asking yourself, what is dynamic rollover? So dynamic rollover takes place when the center of gravity of a helicopter moves outside of its stability range.
Limits, yeah.
And once that takes place, the helicopter will actually flip over, and it happens quite rapidly, and it is unrecoverable.
Something that we train a lot with our long line training with our students and our instructors that are teaching it, to make sure that we understand, because the probability of crashing if that load gets hooked on something is pretty high. And so we actually have releases in the helicopter, several of them, that we can get rid of the load if it starts pulling us over. So not something that's very realistic to be dragging even a saw across buildings and cars. It would get hooked on pretty fast and you'd be going over. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We have both electronic and manual releases that we can emergency release that load, called pickling the load. Get rid of it, make sure the helicopter separates from it so that you can fly away and live to die another day.
That was a good reference there. Yeah.
Wrong movie.
Oh, dang it.
It's important though, if you're going to be fighting a helicopter, you have to have French cuffs.
That's what I've always loved about the James Bond movies is they get all dirty fighting all this stuff, and then he stands up and just brushes his suit off and looks good.
Man, if this scene goes any longer, the helicopter pilot's going to run out of gas. He's doing it at night, too. Look at that.
Yeah. Pitch black
Filmed
outside.
Filmed at night. That must have been a handful.
Oh, see, there we go.
There you go.
Saw blades. The explosion took place underneath the helicopter, which caused the helicopter to blow up. All the bad guys in all the Bond movies are known for carrying extra TNT in the helicopter, though, just in case they need it. Yeah. How realistic would the
Not at all.
A-Star with a bunch of saw blades be? So there's something similar to that's used in tree trimming operations for utility and for roads and stuff like that. So it's similar. That was a little extreme on that one, but that would probably be the most ineffective way to chase and chop somebody up is with a bunch of saws on the bottom of a helicopter.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to watch Bond's You Only Live Twice. Let's see how this one is. It's just been so long ago.
Well, this one was played at your high school graduation, wasn't it? You know, Q was a really underrated character.
Probably to no purpose.
It's like the rotor cycle.
Oh, yeah, it's like the rotor cycle. We're going to put it together and it's going to fly
I
away.
have much curiosity, Bonza. What is little Nellie? Oh, she's a wonderful girl.
Were those
Very
Boy
good.
Scouts?
Quite fast.
Whoa.
Can do
Were
anything.
they
I
Boy
like the way it
Scouts? They
snapped
looked
on
like-
the end.
Yeah, they did, didn't
Toy
they?
helicopter.
That's how you installed engines back then, is it just
They just
snapped on?
snap on? Yeah.
Now, these fire heat-seeking air-to-air missiles.
I know we're talking about helicopters, but has anybody seen Q's shorts? They're pretty awesome.
And it's
The
soft.
socks up to the knees.
So I didn't want to bring this up, but that's going to be our summer uniform.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I ever want to fly a helicopter that moves that much just by sitting down in it.
I like his helmet. Check out this helmet.
Well, it's in case you have to go spelunking later.
Yeah.
Hand cranking is one thing that is Braver men than me.
If you look really closely, you can see the guy's arm on the ground there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for a cave.
I'm impressed with how well he picked up, flying a gyrocopter with never flying one before.
Yeah.
Fun fact, a gyrocopter is not a helicopter.
A gyrocopter is kind of like a cross between a helicopter and a plane, kind of. It's basically in a constant state of auto rotation to give itself lift, but you have to have a pusher prop on there as well to give you forward momentum.
Yeah, so
I actually have a license in these things, so don't badmouth them too bad.
Do you really?
I really do.
so the
Do
crazy
you
thing,
enjoy flying them?
No.
Okay.
I would much rather be in the animal upside down and doing stuff like that
Yeah,
than flying a gyrocopter. You're in a constant auto rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gyrocopter is.
The only thing that's keeping you up is your forward airspeed, and that's keeping that main rotor blade turning. And once you lose forward airspeed, now you're wholly reliant on the inertia that you have stored up in that main rotor to get you safely back to the ground.
Those
Now- Well, from a helicopter standpoint, we practice this. We practice auto rotations where we intentionally roll the engine to idle so that we can practice coming down without power. But every other time, we're under powered conditions. A gyrocopter is always unpowered in the main rotor.
Yeah.
It's scary.
You got a license in those?
I do.
That's impressive.
I do.
Braver man than me, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
What about
Yeah.
spelunking?
Yeah, you have to do that first before you take a class on that first before you can fly one.
Before I can fly a gyro.
Nothing to report. Roger, we'll keep listening.
Noise complaints are coming.
Yeah.
Is that a volcano? It is. You gonna land in there with that thing? I don't think so.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he's-
not going to happen.
He's got the helmet.
Dr. Evil's secret volcano lair.
Oh, something's behind him. Another
Yep.
shadow.
Oh no.
Sounds like a Bell 47.
Mash.
Oh, it's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
4 Bell 47s. Flamethrower.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got flamethrower. Oh, they got machine guns on Bell 47s.
But do you have a flamethrower on a gyrocopter? I love the ricochet.
It ricocheted off one of the rotor blades, right?
I also like that.
Look at that. Oh, that
yeah.
was cool. Check it out. Sure, that
That was
happened.
impressive. I also like that 4 skilled helicopter pilots can't shoot down one gyrocopter.
Yeah.
He just got hit by how many bullets?
Yeah.
Didn't crash, nothing bad. One shot in the previous movie took the whole
Here it
helicopter
goes.
down from a handgun.
Oh,
What are those? Little parachutes?
parachute mines.
Bombs. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
It was nice that they pulled into a hover so that he could drop those.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, come on. You could have
That's a
rolled
pretty
it.
steep bank right there for a gyrocopter.
So some of these shots are from his helmet cam.
Yeah, I still can't. It's got to be a camera. That's all it can be.
Well, river.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Heat-seeking rockets on that one. That's impressive.
Oh, you see the dude fly out?
Phase 1, listening. Little Nelly got a hot reception.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gyrocopter is really limited to his maneuvering abilities compared to a helicopter. And they're about the same speeds.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Here's
this is
the
the
timer.
Bond flick. Tomorrow Never Dies. Let's hope they have a nicer, cooler helicopter in this one.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
I always love it when rotor blades start hitting things and nothing happens to the rotor blade.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh my.
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
That is impossible.
Yeah, that pitch
That
angle to stay like
forward
that.
angle,
Yeah,
that
it
forward-
never
And that
worked.
speed.
Yeah. And the blade's hitting.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh my gosh, that's totally impossible.
But even that angle, let's say his blades weren't even hitting the folks in the market here.
Yeah. You can't stay that way.
No, you're not going to stay that
Yeah.
way, and you're going to accelerate. In an AS350, you're going to, if he stayed at that pitch attitude,
Yeah.
he'd be at 100 knots in no time,
That's seconds, yeah.
let alone probably in the ground as well.
If not hitting the ground, too.
The blades on like an A-Star, you actually look at them, it's basically foam covered with fiberglass. That's about all it is.
They're built and designed to go through the air and not hit anything.
Yeah, so the unsuspecting town folk here probably would have made a real mess of that rotor blade.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
This was necessary.
Oh yeah.
One of my biggest pet peeves about any helicopter movie, too, is the sound of the rotor blades almost never match
The
the
actual
helicopter
Yeah.
that they're filming.
Yeah, a little something weird.
Oh, look at this.
They're just in a hover like that now.
Yeah, you can hover that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Oh, he slid under the rotor blades. This is unbelievable, 100%. This cannot happen.
Oh, there we go. The helicopter's in the movie, and it blows up.
Exploding again.
Yeah, another.
Yeah. So in order to hover, the rotor disc is going to have to be almost level with the ground.
Yep.
If there's winds or other things like that, it might be slightly tilted. But to have that rotor blade
Tilted like
at
that.
a 45-degree angle,
I guess if you had 120 knot wind coming right at your face, maybe you could.
Yeah.
possibly.
The blades would have ripped off as soon as he hit anything immediately. So that's.
The nose in the helicopter, the moment it even came down a little bit, it's going to start going forward. That's a fraction of a degree coming down. To go down like this, that attitude in an A-Star is a 100.
It's radical.
Yeah, that's 120 knot forward airspeed and probably a fairly decent descent. Well, I'll tell you, it's been really nice to sit and watch these Bond movies with somebody that was actually in one of the Bond movies in Inspector.
This is some of the reasons why we always get bad-mouthed. Helicopters get the short end of the stick all the time because they think they're going to crash. Everyone's afraid of helicopters.
Yeah. Now, there's plenty of reasons to badmouth helicopter pilots,
Yeah.
but helicopters themselves are actually really safe machines. Hey, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for a future video where we actually go out and do some of these maneuvers. Special thanks to Fiddler's Fun Center for allowing us to come here today. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.